Wanted to talk a little bit today about oversized cabinets. Now, if you're a cabinet maker, whether you're a hobbyist or whether you do it full time, you've probably run into a situation where the cabinet's too large to get into the space. So, what I have opened here is Mosaic, and I have three different cabinets shown. Now, if your ceiling height is 8 foot, 96 inches, you're probably going to get by maybe with a 24-inch cabinet, if that's the width of the cabinet, 24 deep. You might be able to get between 90 and maybe 93 inches in total height and still be able to stand that cabinet up inside that space. And the way to go about figuring that out is measuring the top left corner to the bottom right corner and get that distance. And that will give you the total height that you need in that room in order to stand that cabinet up. So in most cases, in tall cabinets, I might build, if it is an 8-foot ceiling, I might only build a 90-inch cabinet. I can probably get a little bit more out of that, but 90 is pretty safe. If I really wanted to get a full 96-inch cabinet in there, or 95 inches, leaving a little wiggle room, what I might do is cut the toe kick off. And I can do that, obviously, build the cabinet and do that manually. Or if you're in a program like Mosaic, you can double click on it. You can go into the parameters, find the toe kick height, and change that to 0. So what that'll do is that will lower the cabinet down. Now, I do need to take 4 inches off of that guy and make that guy 92 inches. So that way I can build my toe kick separately, take it on site, put the toe kick in, stand this cabinet up, lift it, slide it on top of the toe kick. All right, so that's another option. A third option is to build it into 2 separate cabinets. So I have basically a base cabinet that's oversized. It's taller to match with the similar line of the split in the taller cabinet, and then a smaller cabinet that goes on top of that. Definitely an option, especially if you're really worried about height, or you didn't want to have to carry a 8-foot cabinet through a house, or you couldn't get it around a corner. This is definitely an option to do. The fourth option, which I don't really have a drawing for, more of a discussion. I have had a situation in a pantry where a customer wanted a very large floor-to-ceiling cabinet that was 24 inches deep in order for them to put in a microwave and some other things in that cabinet. And there was just no way for us to build the cabinet off-site and carry it in and get it inside and stood up within this pantry. So what we ended up doing is we designed the cabinet in Mosaic exactly how we wanted it to be, the height, everything, and then took the parts on site and then built that cabinet in the pantry. Now, I won't lie, it was a very tight space for us to be building such a large cabinet in, but it was the only way for us to get done what we needed to get done. And I would prefer to build one cabinet versus doing it this way where it's 2 separate cabinets. I just think it's cleaner. And if you have walls on or have exposed sides on either side, you're going to either have to skin the side of the cabinet with a 1/4-inch piece of plywood or some veneer, so that way you can dress that up, so that way you don't see that seam, unless you don't care if that seam is visible or not. So I hope you got some value out of this video. I really just wanted to give you some options if you need to build an oversized cabinet. Again, Mosaic is a great tool for designing cabinets, cutting parts, especially if you have a CNC. It's definitely something you should consider. Thanks for watching.